Lee and Mark, you're live on BBC Radio Bristol. Lee, first of all, it's nice to see you back at Ashton Gate. What's it like? Is it like being back home?
It is, there's no doubt in that. Very fond of the area, and obviously got a massive affiliation with the club, and I've got to be honest, I'm dead chuffed and delighted to be back.
3.5-year contract with Bristol City. What are your ambitions for the football club in the next 3.5 years?
Well, the ambitions is continue the progression, both on and off the field, develop some of the younger players that we've got within the academy of real talent, recruit as best as we can, sustainable, and go and, of course, aim for the Premiership. And I've got no doubt that if we do all those and tick all those boxes, then we'll have a really good chance of competing in it.
You spent 6 years winning over the supporters as a player at Bristol City. How important is their support now you're the head coach at Bristol City?
No, definitely, it's huge. It's the most important thing. The fan base is the lifeblood of any club, and it's a very educated bunch here. I understand when I was playing here, I played for my dad, and could be a bit of a Marmite type player. I think divided fan opinion, I think it's fair to embrace that, but I think it's completely different now. You step into the managerial type scenario. I've had over pretty much coming up to about 200 games now as a head coach, and although I'm inexperienced at championship level, I do feel that anything that could come at me has, and like I say, I'm just very, very excited and can't wait to get my teeth into it and get the players on the grass, really.
You are only 34, you've been in charge at Oldham, most recently Barnsley. How do you reflect on your managerial career so far?
It's been crazy. It's been a whirlwind, as you'd expect from any managerial career. Generally successful, but of course it's like a spiral because you've many ups and downs. I'd like to certainly achieve some silverware. We got Barnsley to the JPT final, and in one sense it's disappointing to have to leave on that note because it was a good club. But when Bristol City come calling and it's my club, if you like, well, that's how I feel. It's impossible to turn that opportunity down.
Have you met the players yet?
Yes, I've met the players. I shook their hand, congratulated them after the game and the win, the fantastic win at Charlton, and then this morning I've gone over some of my thoughts on the game as far as some analysis. And no, it's a good bunch. I know it's a good bunch of lads. Obviously I was playing against them last year. They've got spirit, which means that we've got a great chance to achieve some great things.
And finally, first home game on Saturday. Will the bounce be making a return to Ashton Gate?
Well, the bounce might, but my dancing won't, because I've seen my old man's dancing and it makes me cringe every time he does it. So, no, from my point of view, of course, if there's one thing you want to inherit, it's that song, because everybody loves it. It gets the crowd going, and it warms them up, particularly on a cold day when they're bouncing around in the stand.
There are some young, exciting players here at the club. We've seen the likes of Wes Burns over the last couple of weeks coming through. Does that excite you that you can work with young players, the academy players coming up as well? Yeah,
I'm a big believer in youth. I really am. Obviously, they've got to be good enough, because you can't devalue the shirt, if you like, by just chucking young players in. But I do believe that there's a pathway here, and for anybody in our academy and our young players, I can promise that if you're good enough and showing the right attitude, that they've got a real genuine chance of competing at the level we're at now. And there's some good young players. I was lucky enough that I'd done my coaching hours when I was doing my badges at Bristol City's academy, and people like Joe Bryan I was coaching at 14, and Joe Morrell is another young talented player, and there's a few. I think we've got to continue that process, keep recruiting. We've got to make sure that we drag all the best players in the area into the club, because we want to make this a place that people want to be, and players feel that they can come and improve, and there's a genuine path into the first team.